I'm going to... I want to date Matt again. Should I not hurry, Matt? I want to date Matt again. Okay. So we've read all of this, yeah? We don't need to read it again. Yeah, we've read that. Happy New Year, date Matt. I've got a piece of crisp in my tooth. I'm going to do some really unladylike picking of my tooth. I'm back. I came back from a shift. I had a double shift today. I came back from my second shift, stuffed my face with some crisps, and jumped on. Instead of messaging the guy, why don't I just walk over and grab some coffee? I'm feeling really sluggish today anyway. Amanda. Amanda sticks her head out of her room. Father? Want to go to the coffee spoon? Oh, so you called cool once. Oh, so you get called cool once, and now you're the cool dude who hangs out at coffee shops and listens to neo jazz and stuff. Amanda? Are you going to bring your laptop and your leather-bound journal so you can work on your poetry anthology? Look, honey, do you want me to buy you coffee or not? Let me grab my laptop and my leather-bound journal. Amanda and I make the short walk over to the coffee spoon. The place is quiet today. Just a few people hanging out and reading books in the cosy little nooks. Reading books in the nooks. I walk up to the counter and see a familiar pierced face. Hey, you were the dude I yelled at a bunch the other night. Amanda casts a sideways glance at me. He tried to sell me shirts. And who might you be, miss?
Aww.
This is my daughter Amanda, the person I am a father to and am very protective of. An honour to make your acquaintance. My name is Pablo. Did I mention that I make witch house music? I wouldn't call witch house music, but okay.
Aww.
A piercing blow to my ego, though not one that would dissuade my need to impress you. My innate dad senses tingle. I am overwhelmed with a fatherly protective energy. I must do something to protect my child. Reappropriate lines from Taken. Do you know what? Let's do it. Listen here, Pablo. I have a very specific set of skills to... I can type pretty fast for people my age. If you so much as harm a hair on my daughter's head, I'll be coming for you at a comfortable 80 words per minute after I practice a little. Dad! David! Matt comes out from washing dishes in the back room to meet Amanda and I. He and I high five as fellow cool people do. I see you've met my newest employee. At your service, although I'm only here until Vacant Veil starts their world tour. When's that? Well, we have to put out a record first. Alright, Pablo, now what do we do with customers again? Right, yes. Pablo clears his throat. Hello, good folk of Maple Bay. Can I interest you in a tasty caffeinated beverage? A smashing pumpkin spice latte, please. What was that noise? Oh, it's you throwing poo on the floor. Thanks, Rogue. A classic. And you? Americano football, decaf for cutie, Father John Misto. No. I know what decaf for cutie is. A decaf for cutie, please. Don't want too much caffeine. Decaf sounds like you're settling. I have a very early bedtime that I just can't miss.
Hey.
Oh, The Sound of Settling is a Def Cab for Cutie song, which was the band this was a pun off of. So when I said it sounded like you were settling, I'm gonna stop talking now. Coming right up. Pablo gets to work making our drinks while Matt observes him. He'll get the hang of it. For as goofy as a goog. For as goofy of a dude, I still can't say it, really trying. As goofy of a dude as he is, kid works hard. Hey man, that concert was a lot of fun. We should hang out again. Hell yes.
Oh.
I'm actually going to be done training Pablo in a couple of hours and was going to go record shopping. Want to come along? Absolutely. Pablo brings us our drinks and Amanda buries herself in her laptop. I spend my time sipping my drink and cracking jokes with Matt. Last time we hung out, he told me that he had trouble hanging out with other people, but for some reason he and I can talk and joke like old buds. It's weird, I feel really comfortable around him. It's because he has beautiful hands. Once again, Matt feels comfortable. Once Matt feels comfortable leaving Pablo on his own, I say goodbye to Amanda and we start walking to the record store. Have you ever been here before? No, I mean, we have a record player sitting in the living room, but all I have are 2 copies of Frampton Comes Alive. Oh, this should be fun then. We're going to find you some good stuff. The walls of the store are packed with posters, artwork, stickers, and records. A few people mill around, flipping through milk crates of albums. Some indie band is playing through the speakers. It's a nice vibe. So, why do people still buy records? Isn't it kind of outdated at this point? There's a lot of people who will try to tell you that vinyl sounds warmer or more true to the artist's intent, but I really think it's just nice to collect records. It's cool that in this day and age we have just about every song ever created available instantaneously on our phones, but there's something about holding an album and getting to see the artwork in your hands that I'll always love. That's why I try to get as many of the records that I love in physical form as possible. Remember when we were kids and we would have to wait around by the radio with a cassette tape so we could record our favourite songs? It made each listen really special, and mixtapes were even cooler because of how much work they took. Now you just make a playlist. I think the last time someone gave me a real mixtape was in high school. I look around the multi-level record store and spot some genres: future wave, jungle, and anarcho-punk. That was a bit nunsploitation. I have no idea where to even start. Man, this is a little overwhelming. Here, let me help you find something you might like. If you were a milkshake, what flavour would you be? I'm gonna have to say purple because none of the other 3. If you could buy one type of candle scent for the rest of your life, what would it be? Daffodil, camouflage summer breeze, Spring Creek fireball, power violence cherry blossom. Spring Creek fireball. What's your favourite ambient sound? Rain, bowling alley, Star Trek bridge ambience, howls of the boat rain. What's your dream vacation spot? My backyard inside an active volcano, living off the fat of the land in Ibiza, starting a new life in the Baltics. None of those things. I want to live by the sea. I suppose Ibiza is by the sea, but Ibiza's clubbing. I don't want clubbing. Baltics. There's a Baltic Sea. Maybe that can be by the sea. What's your deepest, darkest fear? I worry that people are nice to me only because they want something from me. Hello. Line written specifically for me when I was a teenager. I fear that I don't deserve happiness and won't ever get it. What if nobody exists but me and I fabricated this universe, saying you too when the water tells you to enjoy your food. When the waiter tells you to enjoy your food. First one. Matt thinks for a moment.
What?
Oh, I know just the thing. Matt runs to the other end of the store and returns holding a record behind his back. He shows it to me. This is RAP music by Killer Mike. Sounds like you wanted some mean stuff. The album was actually produced by LP, so you could technically consider it a predecessor to all the Run the Jewels stuff they've been doing. Well, dude, thanks for the recommendation.
Yeah, sounds great.
That sounds great. You're going to have a great time with it, promise. Matt and I bring our records to the cash register. A young girl with a septum ring and a buzz cut stands behind the counter with one earbud in. Usual stuff today, Matt?
Hey!
Just some light pickups. Matt places 3 albums on the counter. Swear I'm Good at This by Diet Sig, Forever by Mystery Skulls, and Greatest Hits by Remo Drive. Tight.
Hey!
The cashier rings Matt up and hands back his albums in a bag. She stares at me suspiciously. Who's the nerd?
Hey!
The nerd is my buddy David. David, this is the beacon of human charm, Molly. I got kicked out of art school for destroying my paintings at the end of every critique. Lovely to meet you. Dave Lister went to art school, just saying. Anyway, Matt, is the open mic night still on?
Hey.
You know it. Are the Third Waves going to do special acoustic performance? I might see if I can get a few of the girls together. There's an open mic night going on?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, dude, we do it every month at the Coffee Spoon. Some amazing talent always comes through. Got a flyer for it right here.
Hey.
You and Amanda should come by that night.
Oh.
Matt blushes.
Hey.
I mean, if you're not doing anything. Will Vacant Veil be playing?
Hey.
If only. I finished paying for my record and we head out of the store. Man, what a trip down memory lane. I haven't been in a record shop like that since Vans had a shag carpeting. Now that you mention it, isn't it strange to think of all those little weird musical memories? How do you meet? Well, I think music is very time and place sort of thing. A song is important to me, not only in that I think it sounds good, but where I was and what I was doing when I listened to it. There's music that reminds me of my exes, struggling through school, of being so poor that I didn't know where my next meal was coming from.
Uh-huh.
All that stuff, and listening to those songs reminds me of those moments of my life. Queens of the Stone Age. There's a Queens of the Stone Age song that reminds me of moving out of my mum and dad's house, moving into my first flat, and it was on the radio all the time. And I bought this tiny little battery operated radio, turned it up on full on XFM, and was decorating my flat, painting the walls, getting ready to move furniture in and to move myself in. And this Queens of the Stone Age song played nearly every hour. And I can't remember the title of it. It's whatever you do, don't tell anyone. Whatever you do, don't tell anyone. That one. It's probably called Whatever You Do, Don't Tell Anyone or something like that. Is it Lost Art of I think it's called Lost Art of Keeping a Secret. I think it's called Lost Art of Keeping a Secret. Queens of the Stone Age. Played every hour while I was decorating my first ever flat. So there you go. All that stuff and listening to those songs reminds me of moments from my life. Yeah, now that I think of it, even the pop concert Amanda made me take her to is special to me. I mean, I'm not really a fan of the band, but hearing their songs on the radio reminds me of how young and excited Amanda was. And then that even reminds me of a younger me going to see my favourite bands in concert with my friends. We would always go to my friend Cynthia Chapman's house beforehand and smoke pot in the basement like we were so slick. Her parents definitely knew what we were doing. Wait, when was the last time you smoked pot? Matt stops and thinks for a moment. It's been decades. Dude, me too. Where do you even get pot now? Is that even what kids call it these days? I don't know.
Hey.
But I bet I could find out. Do you want to get high and listen to new records? Yeah, why not? Matt pulls out his phone and starts texting.
Oh.
After a few minutes, he looks up and smiles at me.
Yeah, sounds great.
Molly's got a hookup. Says to meet in the alley near the coffee shop.
Hey, dude.
Okay, if it turns out it's the feds, you make a break for it and I'll take the heat. Just promise me that you'll raise Amanda like she was your own. You realise that weed has been legalised in this state, right? I definitely knew that.
Hey.
But we live in dangerous times. Who knows what lurks in the seedy underbelly of Maple Bay? We could find ourselves in the wrong end of a deal gone bad. Just look out for Amanda. I swear.
What?
Oh, here's our guy. Coming around the corner is one of those nasty greased dumpsters. Shrouded in darkness is a lean figure dressed all in black. Excuse me, Mr. Drug Man. Surprised, the person almost jumps out of their skin. It's Lucian, Damien's son. Who sent you? We're cool, man. We're cool. What? Listen to Matt exclaiming. Says who? For all I know, you could be with the feds. Actually, weed is like... Prove you're cool. What? I need to know that you're down or I bolt. Show him you're not wearing a wire. Impress him with your extensive knowledge of current drug lingo. Cite mutually assured destruction. Look, man, we're trying to buy drugs from you and we know you sell drugs. You have dirt on us and we have dirt on you. We're in this together now. Look, it's fine. I get it. Buzzcut Molly said you were coming. Right, now that formalities are out of the way, let's make a deal. Sigh. Alright, how much do you want? 1. 1 what?
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
He means we, Lucian. Yeah, but how much? Say 1, Matt. Say 1.
Hey.
Yay! Oh, Matt! Oh, Matt is going to be my favourite. Oh my god, look, here, take this and give me $10. Just don't tell my dad. Let's all forget this ever happened. I won't tell your dad if you don't. Lucian hands me a baggie of something and disappears down the alleyway. I open it and take a deep whiff. Smells like genuine drugs. Yes, sirree.
Hey.
That went smoothly. Yeah, we should get off on public property before we smoke this. Oh my god, we should get off on public property. We should get off of public property before we smoke this. Hello, what are you eating? Are you eating some fennel, little Kachansky? Good girl. Let's get back to Matt's place. Matt and I walk to our cul-de-sac and stop at a gas station on the way to buy rolling papers and soda. I feel like I'm 16 again. Come and see us having a sleepover tonight, so that gives us all the time we need to do drugs.
Hey.
Awesome. Let's do some drugs. It's such a dad kind of an attitude. Matt pulls one of the records out of his bags and puts it on for us. I plop down on a comfy leather couch and look around his place. There's a bunch of band posters and his record collection takes up an entire wall. Whoa, what a collection.
Oh.
Been collecting my whole life. It was nice to finally get them all in one place after being on the road for so much of my life. Had to ask my parents to hold on to them for me. Matt sits down next to me. We lay the marijuana drugs out on the coffee table. The marijuana drugs. Do you want to do the honours? Please, it's your house.
Hey, dude.
If you say so.
What?
Matt pulls out some rolling papers and sprinkles some of the beatnik tobacco onto a piece. He starts rolling it back and forth and the paper breaks almost immediately, spilling drugs all over the couch. Never was too good at this. I cannot roll a joint to save my fucking life. It's why I can't smoke weed, because I can't make it smokable. The last joint I had was probably at the festival with... I can't say a name. I shouldn't say a name. With bleep 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 bleep. She's the only person I ever knew have it on her. So if she wasn't around, then I'm not smoking weed. And I cut her out of my life because she was incredibly toxic. She was really careless with other people's mental health. She's for somebody dealing with mental health issues, she's a dangerous person to have around because she has mental health issues, but she expects everybody to deal with her burden. And the second you need help, she's like, fuck you. I've got my own issues. Can't help you. So she's cut out of my life. So that was my only connection. That was my only person I knew how to get weed, who to get weed off of, and who could roll a joint. Never was too good at this.
Hey.
Matt tries again and is able to successfully roll a nice looking weed cigarette. He hands me a lighter and the blunt, I think, and I take it. Well, let's open up the nug, smoke some of that gateway drug, rip that golf fairway. I don't know if that's what people call it. I light the joint and inhale deeply. We need a Camberwell carrot. It needs to be a nice, big, thick Camberwell carrot. That's what Dave Lister would smoke. This is not what I remembered. It's been a while though. Maybe pot drugs have just got more potent since the last time I smoked. Pass the joint to Matt and cough a little bit. Should it sting this much or am I just a baby?
Huh?
Matt takes a hit and his eyes go wide. That's not weed. Oh God.
Hey.
Did we develop a taste for meth? No, it's oregano. Matt takes another hit and winces.
Hey.
Yeah, this is oregano. But they're American, so they're going to say oregano. I sniff the air. Yeah, it would definitely explain why it smells like pizza place in here. That little punk ripped us off.
Oh.
Oh well, we can still relax and enjoy the music sober. You know what? You're right. Why don't you just make some pasta together with your lovely oregano? And then put some oregano on it. We sit and listen through the Diet Sig album that Matt bought, which is catchy as hell. I look around the room again and see photos of Carmen Cita growing up. I spot a young woman with a huge smile in one of the pictures with a tube. I just wanted to enjoy Matt's album. Who's that? Oh, that's Rosa. She was Carmen Cita's mother. She died when Carmen Cita was young. I'm sorry to hear that. Amanda lost Alex at a young age too. I can understand how hard that must have been. I look around again, spotting a framed gig poster hanging on the wall. On it, there's an illustration of Matt and Rosa surrounded by flowers. The cursive lettering reads, "Stillness the Dancing." It looks like they played the Soundgarden over a decade ago. Were you two in a band together?
Oh, man.
Yeah, that was the reason I was touring so much when I was younger. We travelled the whole country in this rinky-dink little van. It was hard to start, but once we started gaining notoriety and seeing how much our songs meant to kids, it was just incredible. Wow, that seems like a life some people only dream of.
Hey.
It was, and it was difficult at the same time. I couldn't have done it without someone at my side. Rosa and I knew we couldn't do it forever. The long hours on the road, missing your family, sleeping in the van, all that stuff. So once she became pregnant with Carmen Cita, we put down roots in our favourite town to play in, right here. Since she was a kid, Rosa always had a dream to own a quiet little coffee shop. She died before it opened. I'm so sorry.
Oh, man.
Don't be. I'm not really sure what to say. I couldn't possibly count the number of times I told people the same thing after Alex died.
Hey.
Matt gets up to flip the record. Next to the turntable, I notice a dusty piano. Do you play?
Hey.
I'm out of practice. I used to jam on the keys back in the day. Oh yeah? I fronted the hottest 7-piece ska band that Eagle Rock Bay High School had to offer.
Hey.
No way. You had a Scar phase? Scar never dies.
Hey.
Except for Scammunist Manifesto, who broke up after the senior talent show to pursue solo careers.
Hey.
Dude, that's so rad. Matt pulls out the piano bench.
Oh.
Give me some of that two-tone love. Oh man, let's see if I still got it.
Hey.
I sit down at the piano. Do some Mike Barson, come on. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. Stick to your ska roots. Hey, I think I'm doing it. I'm playing ska.
Hey.
Wait, that was just Smoke on the Water. Matt, I've forgotten how to play. The Deep Purple is always appreciated nonetheless. Alright, buddy, can you top that?
Oh, man.
I, shouldn't. Oh, come on.
Oh, man.
No, it's been a long time. Is it something that's going to make him sad about his wife? Drop it. Okay, buddy, sorry to put pressure on you. I mean, it's not a problem. It was good to watch you get back in touch with the music that flows through you. I learned to play that song when I was 15.
Hey.
Matt and I sit and listen to more records until it gets late and I decide that I need to get to bed. Matt walks me to my door. Let's never tell anyone about the oregano, okay? Deal. Wait, can I tell my doctor? I don't know anything about the health effects of smoking oregano.
Hey.
I think we'll be fine.
Hey.
Night, dude. I smile. Night. I walk inside and the house is dark, save for the silver light coming from beneath Amanda's door.
Eh?
I knock lightly on the door and enter Amanda's room. She's sitting at her desk with her camera, editing photos. Hey, Amanda. Amanda swivels around her chair to face me and slumps down. What smells like a pizza parlour in here? What? Nothing. So, what's up? Dad, I'm hungry.
What?
Wait, no. Hi, hungry?
Hey.
No! I'm Dad! Amanda collapses on the floor. I promised myself I'd never let it come to this. Sorry, kiddo. You set it up, I spike it down. You're a monster. Want some spaghetti? Yes, please.
Huh.
He's bought his own oregano. Amanda and I boil pasta and heat up the sauce in a pan. Well, I boil pasta and heat up sauce while Amanda watches. Despite my best efforts, I'm not able to set it on fire. How was record collecting? It was great. Did you know that Matt used to play in a band? No way. Was he good? I don't know if the band was good, but he played some piano for me tonight and it was amazing. No, he didn't. We told him he didn't have to. We told him he didn't have to, and then he didn't.
Yeah.
He played piano for you? Dude! Yeah, I brought it up that he should play the open mic that's happening in his coffee shop, but he got kind of weird about it. Hey, I saw a flyer for that. We should go. It's not too late to start a father-daughter punk band and play a couple of tunes there. Yeah, let me break out my glockenspiel. I think I only know hot cross buns, but we can work off a chord progression. Amanda and I have a nice dinner before she goes back to her room to do photography stuff. I end up watching True Life, I'm a House Hunter. They're staging an intervention for the house hunter who is crying uncontrollably over the colour of the walls. They know they can paint walls of their house any colour they want, right? Matt Stong is stuck in my head all night. But he didn't play. I said don't play if it makes you uncomfortable, and he didn't play.
Yeah.
Matt's song is stuck in my head all night. That song that he didn't play? See, I'm getting really high date ratings for the others that I'm not interested in. I'm interested in Matt, and I'm getting shitty ratings. Hey, Rogie. You be a good girl. Oh, Remy, are you eating some hay? Good boy. Good boy, Mr. Remy. Well, it's been a long day. I'm just about ready to pack it in. After a few bites of ice cream from the freezer, I turn off all the lights and walk down the hall to my room. I wonder if Amanda's still awake. That kid needs some sleep. As I pass her room, I can hear a faint sound, but I can't quite make out what it is. I get a little closer. Is she crying? I knock gently on the door. Hey, Amanda. The crying immediately stops. Not right now. Her voice sounds strange. She sniffles. I need to make sure she's okay. I open the door. In the dark, I can see Amanda's outline in the middle of her bed, knees hugged up against her body. Is everything okay? I don't want to talk about it. Did something happen? No, nothing happened. Go away. Okay, leave her alone. Alright, I'll leave you be. I back out of the room and close the door gently behind me. She immediately starts crying again. Wow, I have no idea what has us upset. She seemed totally normal. I feel awful just leaving her to cry, but I also get the feeling that if I tried to do anything else, it would only have made her more upset. I can't stop mentally cycling through all sorts of awful things she could be dealing with right now. More than anything, I just want her to be happy and safe. Johnny! Hello, thank you for the lurk. You are so shiny and perfect, as always. Do 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 do. And there she is. Does it work? Did it work? Is it working? Nope. Try again. Try this one. There you go. That works. Okay. Hard time falling asleep. When I do, I'm still thinking about Amanda. After a long night of very little sleep, I roll out of bed and make myself a pot of coffee. Amanda should be up for school soon. Maybe she'll be willing to talk about whatever's bothering her. About 10 minutes before she's supposed to leave, Amanda comes out of her room and makes a beeline for the freezer. Morning, Amanda. Morning. She drops a frozen waffle into the toaster and slams the freezer door. She won't look at me. Yikes. So, anything big going on at school today?
Aww.
No. Okay. Do you need a ride to school? No. Want some coffee? Amanda pulls the toaster lever up and takes her still freezer burned waffle out before she's finished cooking. I have to go. Amanda picks up her bag and storms out. That made me jump. Oh, okay. I haven't seen her act like this in a long time. It's usually short-lived, but it always hurts. Hopefully this blows over and things are back to normal soon. I sit back at the kitchen table and look at a picture of Amanda and I hanging on a wall. In it I'm teaching her to ride a bike. Her face is a mixture of excitement and pure unadulterated fear. I remember how determined she was. Every time she would fall off and scrape her knees, she would get up and try it again. Finally, I had to stop her because she was bleeding everywhere. Then she started to cry because she didn't think she needed bandages and wanted to keep trying. As I put the bike away, she just stood in the middle of the street and screamed. Then I took her for ice cream and it was like nothing even happened. After giving it a bit of thought, I decided that if I force her to talk about it, I'm only going to make things worse. But I have an idea. I start rummaging around for ingredients. I hear Amanda walk in the door. Instead of heading for the kitchen like she usually does, she makes a beeline for her room. She's clearly trying to avoid me. Hey, Pumpkin? What? Can you come in here for a second? There's a moment of silence. Yeah? I wanted to say sorry about last night. I'm just worried about you, kiddo. I'm scared when I know something's wrong, and I get even more scared when I feel like I can't do anything about it. Dad, So just whatever it is, and you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but whatever it is, just know that you have a dad in your corner who wants you to be happy. Honey, you know I'm bad with words, so I was hoping I could speak a language we both understand. I pull a cake out of the refrigerator and put it on the table. Hopefully the frosting is set by now. Ta-da! Dad! It took me a really long time because I ran out of red frosting somewhere around sad. Had to start over. And, sorry you're sad, but I support you 100%. And 3 candles. This is beautiful. It's strawberry. Amanda gives me a big old hug. I grab some plates and forks and serve us up some delicious cake. So, it's really stupid. What is? This whole thing. I know I've been really weird lately and there's just, I don't even know how to explain it. I feel like I might have to make you a chart. I'm listening. Do you want me to take notes?
Oh.
I guess I should start from the top. So you know how Emma R's going to that fancy art school in California, right? Emma R. The best friend. You got it. Wow, proud of you.
Eh?
Anyways, ever since she got the acceptance letter, I've been feeling like she's drifting away, you know? And she's been spending a lot more time with Grace and Emma P. I just thought it was all in my head for a while, but then I found out from Rosie M that both of the Emmas, Grace and Noah, all went to a party at Mackenzie F's on the same night. They all told me they were busy studying for the Calc AB final. Yikes.
Oh.
So, another important piece of information is, God, this is embarrassing. I have a crush on Noah. And that's a thing. What? Well, I had no idea. I definitely didn't know that, okay? You're a bad liar. So are you. I learned from the worst.
Oh.
Anyway, so the only person I told about the crush was Emma R, and she promised not to tell anybody. I didn't confront them about the party thing because I didn't want to start a drama. So I just kept quiet and kept going about my business. Amanda sighs. And then one day I invite everybody out to get nachos in the mall after not texting me back for like 2 hours, even though none of them ever put their phones down for more than 60 seconds. They all say they're busy, like simultaneously. So I tell them, never mind, just eat nachos at home, right? But we were out of chips and I really wanted nachos. Totally understandable.
Ugh.
So I go to the mall anyway. I get to the food court and who do I see there but Grace, Emma P, Emma R and Noah all hanging out together and eating nachos without me. What sexiness is going on over there? What sexiness is happening in that corner? Guinea pig seduction. What? It gets better. I'm standing by the escalators watching them and I realise that Noah has his arm around Emma R, which is kind of weird, right? But then they kiss. No! Yes, I know. So I storm over there and I'm like, hey! And Grace drops a nacho on her shirt because of course she does. And Emma R just like glares at me. Grace, nothing is coming up. I don't know who that is. Grace is the boring one? Well, yeah, but that's not the important part. Grace is the one nobody really likes. Or I guess that's me now. But anyway, nobody was saying anything and I'm just like, you guys suck, which I realise is not the most eloquent thing to say, but I was very angry and really embarrassed and I just wanted to get out of there. So I left, without nachos I might add, which only further contributed to this shitty day, and immediately drafted a super long text to the group chat asking them why they've been so weird. And I wrote another one to Emma R asking how long the Noah thing's been going on, and sorry, I know that's a lot. You still following? What did Emma R say? Oh, okay, get a load of this. Emma R says, you know what? Let me just read it to you. Amanda pulls out her phone and reads word for word an absurdly and an arduously long string of text messages. Can you believe that? I can believe that. I care so much about Amanda's social life and mental well-being, but man, do I not understand what she's talking about. This is all beyond me, but I'm trying my hardest to be supportive. They were dating in secret for like months. So I told her that she's being a really terrible friend, and she's like, well, if you think I'm so terrible, then stop being my friend. And I was like, okay. And then she left me on read. And then, wait, left me on read? What's that? Oh, like, she saw my message and didn't reply. And I know because there are red receipts. I don't know what red receipts are, but I'm just nod and pretend I understand. Gotcha. So while this is all happening, I'm talking to Emma P about how mad I am because at least she's being kind of reasonable, and I'm venting to her about how pissed I am at everybody and stuff. And then out of nowhere, Noah texts me and is like, how could you say that about me? And I'm like, say what about you? And he tells me that Emma P sent screenshots of everything I told her to the group chat and I got kicked out of. Alright, I think you lost me at screenshots, but that definitely sounds bad. There's so much more, but honestly, it's all just really stupid teenager stuff. The bottom line is that everybody dropped me, half my grade hates me, and now I have no friends. Amanda, I'm so sorry. But Brian's daughter loves you, and Craig's daughters love you. I almost expected it from everybody else, but Emma R's been there since Dad died. I can't believe she would just stab me in the back like that. I'm not even that mad she's dating Noah. I'm just upset that she lied to me about it for so long. Amanda stabs the remnants of her cake. Okay, I take it back. I'm kind of mad she's dating Noah. Like, what did I do wrong? Why did everybody just suddenly decide I'm not cool anymore? Why wasn't I enough? I don't understand. And as mad as I am at everybody, like, I miss them, Dad. Amanda looks dejected and I almost can't take it. What could I possibly say to help? Anyways, that's it. That's the whole sordid tale. Thanks for listening. Tune in next week for more hot gossip. Wow. I know, it's pretty dumb. It's not dumb. No, it's a stupid thing to be upset over. Amanda, your feelings are real. Don't ever be mad at yourself for having feelings. I guess. Unless you've secretly been a robot who's been approximating human feelings this whole time. Dad, if I was a robot, I would have transformed into a monster truck a long, long time ago. But seriously, I know you probably don't want advice, but I feel like it's my duty as a dad to bestow upon you a few nuggets of fatherly wisdom. Real friends don't do that. When you get older, you start realizing the sort of people you want to associate yourself with. Do you really want to surround yourself with people who would do something like that to their friend? It takes a lot of work to find and maintain meaningful friendships. It took me a long time to figure that out myself, and I wish I'd learned it sooner. If the other person isn't putting in the effort to show you how much they care, it's not worth it. You're not beholden to being their friend. Ultimately, I think this says more about their character than it does about yours, because you're amazing, and if they can't see that, well, that's their problem. I'll keep that in mind. I looked down at the table. Did we just eat that whole cake? Yes, we did just eat a whole cake. Well, good talk. Amanda gets up to go to her room. Before she closes the door, she turns around. Hey, Pops. Yep. Thank you. You're always welcome. Love you, Amanda.
I love you too, Dad.
Oh, they actually had the voice actor say it. Oh, that was sweet. I'm glad I didn't talk over it.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Okay, I've got a message. What's this? David, listen. This is you from the past. Whoa, how'd this happen? I figure you're trying to reply to this because I know myself, but this is an automated message from you earlier this morning when it was socially unacceptable to go out and buy ice cream. I forgot I did that. I forgot how I did that as well. The future is amazing. Listen, life is short and ice cream should always be acceptable, but unfortunately this isn't a society we live in. And it's less the society we live in and more me projecting my own anxiety about being judged onto others. But you know what I mean. By the time you're reading this, it's a certain time of day in which nobody will bat an eye at you for going out and buying ice cream. You know what to do. Be good to me. Buy that ice cream. So he knows nothing about technology, but he could set up a text conversation with himself. You know what? I've earned a treat. On the way home, I decide to stop off and grab some ice cream, which I fully plan to eat directly from the tub. I spend a lot of time trying to figure out just which type of ice cream I'd like to eat directly from the tub. Rocky Road, pistachio. Oh, Amanda's probably going to want some too. Better get 2 tubs. She loves cookie dough ice cream, right? Hey, mister. I turn around to see Ernest leaning up against the wall of the convenience store. Ernest? You're cool, right? I'm so cool. I'm shocked you even have to ask, dude meister. Oh my god, I asked the wrong person. Could you just help me out? Help you out? There's no fire involved, is there? Just clouds. So if I give you $20, will you buy me e-liquid? Ernest, what's e-liquid? It's like Gatorade, you know, electrolyte liquid. I'd get it myself, but I'm banned from here for trying to run a grift on the cashier. A classic fiddle game, you know the deal? Oh, if you're talking about balanced electrolytes, then I got you, little buddy. And I didn't know you played the fiddle. Just ask the clerk for blue Kranzapple Vortex. He'll know what it is. I pick up a tub of pistachio ice cream for myself and a tub of cookie dough for Amanda. I search around for some blue Crazen Void Starer, but I can't seem to find it. I turn to the cashier. Say, where's your finest e-liquid? Behind the counter. You got an ID? First of all, my daughter is older than you. Second of all, I'm flattered. I switched shampoo recently. Is that taking some years off? Look, you need to be 21 to buy vape juice. Your hair doesn't look a day over 20. Wait a minute. Are you just trying to butter me up to get me to buy more ice cream because it's working? I glance outside and spot Ernest staring at me. Double wait a minute. So you're telling me that e-liquid is not a sports drink? It's for vaping. Ernest is watching us intently through the window. I better go give the kid a piece of my mind. I see. Okay, look, I'm going to pretend that you didn't try and trick me into buying you the old Baphomet's cough syrup and then go inside to purchase my ice cream. I won't tell your dad if you promise to scram. And stop vaping. You'll get popcorn lung. What if I give you $25? Go home, Ernest. As I'm walking back inside, Ernest calls after me. You can get a popcorn lung from microwave popcorn, you know. I no longer trust this child, but the mere notion strikes fear into my heart. I go back inside to complete my purchase with the good cashier. Thank you, kind sir, for your time and generous hair compliments. You got it, bud. So if I'd chosen to have a bald dad, would that conversation still happen? I glance out the window a while to see Ernest still outside. Looks like he's talking to some other poor sap. Guess I should go outside and save this other guy some grief. Wait a second, that's definitely a cop. Oh boy. I grab my tubs of ice cream and bolt outside. Ernest is already face down on the hood of the squad car. Ernest, did you seriously try and get a cop to get you? Did you do that, Ernest? Do you know this kid? I'm friends with his dad. Yeah, we live in the same cul-de-sac. I know his dad. Listen, he's a good kid and I'm this boy's father. I turn around and see Robert walking up the street towards the convenience store.
Oh.
Ernest, what are you doing? I want a lawyer. First of all, good first instinct. Remember that you're not required to answer any questions from a police officer without a lawyer present. You're this boy's father? Yes, sir. Ernest likes to lash out at me at times like this ever since the accident. Oh, I don't like talking about it. That's fine. Robert gets a wistful twinkle in his eye. It all started 7 summers ago. My hair was long then. New metal was still in style. Ernest and I were down in the Florida swampland scavenging for... Sir, I can leave you to take it from here. Sounds good. Thanks, officer. Ernest, come along now. You'll be cleaning grout from the rain gutter for a week thanks to this transgression. The police officer gets in his car and drives off. I'm stunned by how cool Robert was just there. Thanks. I want to say, Richard. Ouch. Don't mention it, Hemingway. Got in trouble plenty of times in my life. Just trying to do my good deed for the day. Will you buy me e-liquid if I give you $20? Child, I will end you. Hey, David, will you walk Ernest home with me? Sure.
Hey.
Ernest runs ahead, presumably so he won't be seen with us, which is a thing I think kids do. He reminds me a lot of myself when I was his age. Well, maybe I wasn't as dumb. Seems like he tortures his dad. Seems like he tortures just about everybody. He even stole your wallet. What? No, he did. I pat my back pocket. I pat the rest of my pockets. He stole my wallet. Why are you doing this to yourself? What? Robert points at my tubs of ice cream. One of them's for Amanda. I have no qualms with the quantity of ice cream you've purchased. It's a perfectly respectable amount of ice cream. It's the quality I'm talking about. You work hard, David. You're a good dad. Don't you think you deserve top shelf ice cream? But these were on sale. If you're going to treat yourself, go big or go home. Real vanilla bean, real pistachio. You deserve it.
Hey.
We arrive at the cul-de-sac and Ernest runs into his home. That boy is the reason why we don't have prizes in cereal anymore. Catch you around, David. Robert tosses me my wallet. I catch it with a surprised look on my face. I stole it back. Keep it in your front pocket or use a chain like back in your Scar days. Smell you later. See you, Robert. I go back inside my home ready to spend the rest of the night with 2 tubs of ice cream and also Amanda. So...
Welcome. You've got dads.
I am still shipping Robert and Craig. I don't feel like Robert's flirting with me. But Robert was really flirting with Craig.